Oh, am I back? I am back. I didn't even I didn't even have my headphones connected, boys and girls. What? What? We're back. I want to go on a walk, so sorry. I think I'm gonna agree, guys. Donald Trump's a racist. I'm joking. I'm not. Let's say it like this. You don't need to like the guy, but I don't know once like when I ask people how he's racist, he's like, okay, he hates immigrants. But I'm like, okay, so does he hate British people? And he's like, no, they're white. Does he hate British people that came to America? No, because they're white. But like, that's an immigrant. But they're white. That doesn't like it doesn't matter skin color. You can be an immigrant and be white. I have family members who are Canadian immigrants, not biological. I have but people in my family who are from Canada and they're immigrants. Just because they're white doesn't mean they're not immigrants. Did I say that right? You know what I mean. Stuff to do with skin. That's the part I hate about it, dude. It's that everyone thinks that if you have a certain skin color, you're bad. You know what that reminds me of? The '60s. If you were black, you would always be hated, no matter what. You always were told to be the bad guy. Now these days, if you're white, you're the bad guy. First off, I don't think people. I don't think black people genuinely hate white people. I don't think anybody who's a minority hates white people. I think white people hate white people. That's the funny part. Why do white people hate white people? That's like the part that just gets me confused. You're white. Why do you hate white people? Yeah, by the way, I'm saying it right now, and I'm pretty sure a lot of people could agree with me. There's nothing wrong with being a white male. I'm sorry I'm getting on this topic. There's nothing wrong with it. And if you have a genuine problem with that, then cry about it. But there's nothing wrong with being a white male. On the base start, right? When there's a bad white person, it has nothing to do with them being whites. It has everything to do with them being an asshole themselves. People choose to be this way. They don't. They aren't just this way. And I'm telling you right now, many people who are like multicultural, like not even white, have the same feeling. There's nothing wrong with it. There's nothing wrong with it. Now, if I said that about somebody else, it would be a war. It would be an absolute war zone. Is that fair? It's like, tell me if that's fair. You're allowed to just say certain things about one race. Which, by the way, reminds me exactly of the '60s. I'm not saying, oh, it substitutes racism towards black people. No! No, absolutely not, right? But it doesn't make it right to be racist to anybody else. Like, you can't be racist towards white people because they were racist in the past. It doesn't, no. So then be racist towards Chinese people. Be racist towards so many people then. Don't. Dude, that's gonna be taken out of context. Don't. I'm just saying. According to their logic, then that makes them have to be racist basically to everybody. Then you just have to be racist towards everybody. Think about that. No, I'm not lying. I'm not. Every race has been racist. Every race can be racist. The excuse of, oh, this race can't be racist because they've suffered through racism. Okay, so the white people can't be racist. If it goes down to that logic, then let's say right now, most of the races besides white realized they could still be super racist. There's not two races, everybody. And even if, you can still be racist towards, I'm sorry to tell you, you 100% can be racist towards people. Like it or not, but I'm not lying. You can be. The logic that you can't is so stupid. Because it's not close to true. And I'm sorry, if you have a genuine problem with what I'm saying, you have to. You gotta. I'm sorry. You're not gonna like me. And I'm not saying, oh, you need to. I'm saying you should. Unless if you're okay with it. Which basically, I'm saying if you're okay with what I'm saying, you can stay. If you don't get triggered by it. Right? I believe everybody is equal. Everybody's created for one reason in God's image. And people are like, oh, that's such a white supremacist thing to say. People. Jesus, aka God, is not white. The religious figure of Christianity is not a white person. He was born in the Middle East. Think about that. He was born in Israel. And, oh, it's actually Palestine. Who cares, right? I don't care. He was born in Israel. Yes, some people in the Middle East can be white, but most people were not white. The white supremacist thing that I hear a lot is white people, if you're white, you were created in God's image. That is so not true. Because God's image is not white. It's not. The funny thing is, God is anything but a white person. Jesus Christ, I'm sorry if you're upset about this. And you're too delusional to understand that. Jesus H. Christ, our Lord and Savior, was not white. Can you hear that? The pictures that we've seen are from colonization. I'm admitting that. Back in the day, white people did some messed up stuff. We did. We were very racist back in the day. Back in the day, it was a reason to not like white people off first sight. Reason why. Most white people back in the 60s, probably living in like the ex-Confederate states, the ex-liberal states, like New York, the southern states, which have officially now, unfortunately, gratefully, I almost said unfortunately, what? Gratefully have changed their ways. They are no longer like that. I think every state has changed their ways when it comes to stuff like that. Back in the day, most white people back in the southern, aka, I think it used to be mostly Democratic places, and figures like John F. Kennedy, Johnson, and others, let's just say it like this, were racist. Like it or not, it's true. If you're a white person and you get triggered by that, I'm sorry to tell you, it's the truth. That part is the truth. Back in the day, there's a reason why people were scared. Right? That's the reason. Back in the day, white people used to be some of them were raised to be terrible people. Do you think I support any of? No. The thought of like I can't even think about even being friends with someone like that. All right, think about it. Being friends with a white supremacist. I mean, that's one of the most disgusting things to live by. It's white supremacy. I don't know what type of human being thinks that way, right? Who? Why do you think that's okay to just hate on people because they're different? And people be like, "Oh, well, you support Trump," and he hates on people who. No, he doesn't. No, he doesn't. And guess what? How about this? If that is true, I've said this many times. If that is true, what does that make Joe Biden? Because oh my God, that is the only politician currently that I know of that I genuinely could say is a huge white supremacist. Or kids are just more talented than white kids, like or more equally as talented as white kids. No one gonna go by that. No one gonna go by the fact he went to a KKK member's funeral, and then oh he wasn't a KKK at the end of his life. No, I'm gonna say right now, if you're a part of the Ku Klux Klan, you have the right to be called a racist for the rest of your life. It doesn't matter if you change. If you've been in the KKK, I don't care what you say. You're a racist. You're a human being that is, in my opinion, I think white supremacists. I'm gonna be racist towards white supremacists. They are the lower beings. You know why? Because they think that they're the higher beings when they're clearly not. That's so dumb to think that too. There's no such thing as a higher being besides God, and the higher being does not treat other people like lower beings. Okay? Religious or not, if the higher being shouldn't be treating other people who aren't the higher being like peasants, because that's not how it would work. And if you do, you are the lower being. There's no such thing as the lower being, in my opinion, besides everyone. Everyone is the lower being. Think about it. Right? And I'm very religious, right? I have based my entire family is based two religions. Um Judaism and Christianity. My dad's side is Christian. My mom's side is Jewish. I don't really like my mom. But guess what? That doesn't make me hate Jewish people. Just because of one person's mistake doesn't make me have a different opinion on who people really are. If you're Jewish, so am I. Ethnically, either way, ethnically I am Jewish. You are slow as hell. I thought you were way faster. You got. Oh my god. Hey, everybody. 11 dogs, by the way. I'm just letting you know. 11. Never mind. But someone who's part of two major religions, technically. Ethnically, I'm. Okay. People don't understand this. People, when they say ethnic and religious, when it comes to Judaism, being Jewish, people are like, being Jewish is religious. It's yes, it is, but it's not only religious. It's also it's ethnic. You can let's say because you can be born in Israel, and I don't like the term Israeli because it's not accurate, right? You can be born ethnically Jewish, meaning you have a different religion, but your family members it could even have something to do with religion, but your family members past were religiously Jewish. It makes you ethnically Jewish at the end. Does that make sense? I'm pretty sure that's how that works. Now, of course, it's not that simple. I know there's loads of things that need to be taken into consideration. But being Jewish isn't only just religious. Yes, most people who are considered Jewish are religiously Jewish, right? Not ethnically, because ethnically means you're Jewish, but with a different. How to say it? Ethnically Jewish is somebody who's got Jewish in their family, but they're not Jewish. They're and not to mention the hate that the Jewish community gets is incredible. I was considering actually switching to Judaism because like no other religion gets so much hate more than Christianity and Judaism. Say whatever you want, but nobody takes sympathy for them. Oh, don't tell me. Oh, you're not in here. And I'm telling you, that's so true. Like, oh, well, Islam, not anymore, right? I'm not saying, oh, they don't get any oppression, so shut up. Like, I'm not saying it like that. Oh yeah, I believe Islam still has some type of oppression. When it comes to Judaism, and I'm not trying to. This sounds so wrong, but currently the most hated religion, and I think some Muslims can agree, because that's something that someone's gonna bring up. Oh, but Muslims get so much hate. Not no. See, the thing is, that's something that's been more paid attention to now. Personally, I think it's disgusting to hate on religion. Now, I don't personally agree with the same values as Islam. That is true. I'm not the same religion as Islam. Some people will not like me because of that. Some people won't care, right? You know, sometimes maturity does have has nothing to do with religion. You don't need to be religious to be mature, right? Just thinking about it that way. Doesn't matter. You don't need to, you know, this happen. Every religion acts like this, by the way. And violence. Where's such Judaism? Probably besides Judaism, yeah. Acts in some type of violence. You know, everyone has. Every race has. Every religion has. Your religion has nothing to do with it. God damn. God's honest truth. I mean, some people are afraid to admit it, but it's true. Every race, every single religion has been involved in violence, has promoted violence. Well, not well, has known violence, thinking that it helps a religion. Instead of just like any major religion right now, besides probably Satanism, which Saint, yeah, whatever it's called, being satanic, is in any way promotes violence, or I guess a thing you need to do is promote violence, right? Satanism, I don't know how there can be Satanists in this world. That's the whole point of Satanist is literally to be a terrible human being, to be evil. I don't get it. I thought people who are evil. It's what it's called a cult, and I think it's just an absolutely disgusting way to live. I don't know how people do it. You are genuinely an evil person if you're satanic. That is not a hot take. That is the truth. Guess what? Think all you want about me after I say that. But if you have appreciation for satanic people, have any type of sorrow for them, I'm sorry to tell you, you are a Satanist. That's the one religion I know, and I don't know why it's considered religion. But the one religion I know for sure has no oppression. A religion doesn't have oppression at all and at any time when it's the wrong. This world, and I don't always agree with Kanye. He said some things I don't agree with, but he said something here that I do agree with. It is so hard to be good and truthful and tell the truth in a world full oh my god, can I speak English? It's hard to tell the truth, to be a good person, to do good things in a world that people revolve around evil, lies, and terrible things. Terrible behavior. That's the God's honest truth. It is hard to do so. But guess what? Yes, most people are mostly are good people, right? But he's not wrong. I'm sorry. I'm sorry to say. Kill me if you need to. But it's the God's honest truth. And no one pays attention to it. It's the only thing I agree with Kanye. He said some things that, I don't think I can agree with. Considering I just told you my entire family background, he said some things online that I don't think anyone should be able to agree with. But I feel like he didn't mean it the right way. I think he meant it in a different way. Which is, I feel like something gets across the wrong way. And it could ruin everybody. Do I think it was right what he said? No. Do I think that's how he meant it? No. Do I think he should have gotten a little bit of punishment for it? Yes, because you need to learn how to phrase things better. It's the truth. You do. I understand why people would be upset about it, but it's the truth. Not many people want to go by that, though, but that's the truth. Everyone said some things that are they're controversial. And that's how, I don't know, I just don't think that's how he meant it. Genuine, I just don't think that's what he meant. It just had to have been something else. And I feel like we all have probably been accountable for saying some out of pocket stuff. Probably the truth. Don't lie, but I'm pretty sure we all should be. And yes, people should be punishable for what they say, right? They should have some type of punishment. Most of the time, it's not even the right. It's not a good thing, what they say. God's honest truth, right? We also have to understand when people have a way of saying things, it doesn't, unless if that's how they legitimately meant it. It's so different. By the way, I'm sorry, I'm talking political. I need to shut up. But we crafted our Do as I say, not as I do, because I said so, we can't run away. I beg to differ on the contrary, I agree with every word that you say. Talk is cheap and lies are expensive, my wallet's fat and so is my head. Running and I'll hit you with a smart ass, but I'm playing Jim. To control the chaos behind the gun. These stupid lights are expensive, my eyes, so it's my head. Hit and run, and I'll hit you again. Smart ass, but I'm playing it down. So I say not as I do because the shit's so deep you can't run away. I beg to differ on the contrary. I agree with every word that you say. Talk is cheap and lies are expensive. My wallet's fat and so is my head. Hit and run and then I'll hit you again. A smart ass, but I'm playing Jim. So if you can run away, I beg to differ on the contrary. Agree with every word that you say. Talk is cheap and lies are expensive. My wallet's fat and so is my ass. Wait, kind of gay. Should I say not as I do because I should so if you can't run away? Excuse my language. Should I say not as I do because the shies is so deep you can't run away. I beg to differ on the contrary. I agree with every word that you say. Talking sheep and lies are expensive. My wallet's fat and so is my hat. Wait a sec. No, no. Wait a minute. I'm gay. It's different. Ah, well, that sucks. We could add one more. Do as I say, not as I do, because the shit's so deep you can't run away. Beg to differ on my contrary, agree with every word that you say. Turn demon lines are expensive, my wallet's fat, and so is my dick. But it's running out, let you again a smart ass, but I'm playing Jim. Please go away. You can burn now. So can you. Why am I burning? What? I probably should just go to sleep, to be honest with you. Oh, that's a creeper. Do as I say not. Wait, what? Oh, What? No. Are you kidding? I shouldn't have went outside. I didn't know you could still blow. I was inside. But I was inside. That doesn't make sense. I was inside. What? 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 I was inside. That makes like no sense. I knew I was inside. That's why I was. What? That can happen? Why? Why is that possible? What did it even used to look like? I hate it. It only happens to me, dude. Oh, that's so gay. I literally should have just went to sleep immediately. I didn't, how, like, what? It didn't make sense. I don't, how does that work? It's, no. Oh, dude, that would have been bad if it was way worse. Oh, that would have been so bad. Okay, well, let me say, no, I need this. That could have been way worse, though. That could have been way worse. Wait, where's my slaps? Oh, okay. So I thought, like, dude, did I already just lose my slabs that I've been looking for? Okay. Oh no, is it starting to snow? It's getting to winter. I don't think this will work here. Either I think, uh, here we go. I think it's about to turn winter. Ex- Exact split. Yeah, it's definitely about to turn winter. That's not gonna be cool. I have a feeling it won't be. It's gonna be winter soon, and we're gonna have snow. Which actually, I kind of like the seasons. I think it's cool. I want to see what the winter looks like. It's already snowing on top of the thing, which I don't remember there being. So I think that yeah, that definitely increased. I think it's about to happen. I have no idea what it'll feel like or what it's gonna do, but it's definitely here. It's coming. That has to be increasing. 28 in-game days. What day? 78. So wait, we're really close. It's fall. So it's currently fall, but I'm pretty sure it's just about to turn. And it starts at summer, doesn't it? Oh, you gotta be. I feel like I'm going crazy with it though. I might just be going insane. Because right now it's fall. I'm pretty sure it's an order. It goes. So we're about to have our third change soon. On day 84, we'll have another seasonal change. That's actually kind of cool though. So that's 6 more in-game days. Oh, that's a need. Fortune fucking 3, dude. 6 more in-game days, so that's like a couple hours. It's 2 hours. You know what? Gonna be honest with you, I'm willing to stay. I'm willing to stay it out. That is definitely. Maybe I'm tripping. I could be tripping. I could be tripping. I might just be insane. Like I just might not even know what I'm talking about. I swear. That has to be changing, dude. Oh, so weird if it isn't. Yeah, no, hold up. That's growing. Oh, wait. Please tell me someone notices that. Oh, that had to have just grown. Because I swear we just checked it. I'm like, oh, maybe I'm going a little crazy. Right there, it grew like 2 blocks. Swear. Right there. Z, okay, that's it. Z8485. If it goes right here, it's 83. So if it's at 83, 100%, the next season has gotta be. It has to be winter. Because that wasn't there before. I swear it wasn't. I swear it wasn't. It wasn't there. I swear to God. It was a clean roof. Now it has snow on it. That's so. It's random. I'm testing out the bomb on this place, by the way. I want to do that. How do you make it? Boredom. I don't have any TNT though. So I'm definitely using this bomb on it. Wait, how do you do this? That grew! No, I didn't. No, I didn't. It didn't even grow. I'm freaking out and it didn't even grow. It didn't do anything. What? Maybe it's only a damaged weapon? It'd kind of funny if it really was though. It's just a damaged weapon. And I wasted 2 bombs on that. Check. Did you grow? I feel like you are. You have to be. That has to be. Please tell me. Please tell me you think it. Please tell me you do. That has to be growing. There's no way it's not. I can't believe it. Can't be going crazy. Can't. That it has gotta clear as day. Yeah, $11. Kind of funny. It grew over here though. It's dude. Why? Like I want it to be. I want it to be winter so bad right now. Are you sick of my balls? Like, what are you doing? as I say not as I do because I should so if you can't run away. Beg to differ on the contrary, I agree with every word that you say. Talking shit for lies are expensive, my wallet's bad, and so is my head. And then I'll hit you. What is that? We have yet to play our new disc, have we? Before it gets dark out, let me go get that. It's a modded one though, I'm pretty sure. Next one is here. I don't mind either one being for the next season being there's many of them. Hmm. 5 more days, which is like close to an hour. Hour left. That's snow. Can't wait, dude. As I say not anxiety because I can't we can run. Oh, there's someone in chat. Is it the same viewer from earlier? For shoulder. Why do I have a boat? As I say not anxiety because I should so deep you can't run away. I beg to differ on the contrary, agree with every word that you say. Toxic ship lies are expensive, my all it's bad, so is my head. You again, smart as but I play it, yeah. I feel like it's fall now. It has to be fall right now. Because like everything is growing so slow, like everything's either red or just dark. You know what I mean? Just do as I say, not as I do, because the shit's so deep you can't run away. Beg to differ on the contrary. Agree with every word that you say. Oh, I need oak. Dark oak. My bad. Mine bad. No, that's the special was I'm gonna shut up. I'm sorry. I'm staying up probably all night now because of this. I love this. I want to stay up until I see. I'm pretty sure the last season. That was saying. No, I think it starts off in summer. Because summer is when everything grows good. Then it goes to fall, which is now. Because we're on our second season right now. We're about to be on our third. It's like a Fortnite. You know what I mean? It's Fortnite. I'm sorry. But I mean, like for real, dude. Are we ready, dude? I'm ready. And that grew. That definitely grew. We're getting it. I think it's either winter or maybe it's fall or spring. I don't know. I have no idea. I'm pretty sure it's usually spring though. Dude, why is it not as I do? Because the shit's so deep you can't be gay. I beg to differ to the contrary. Every word that you say. Talking sheep and lies are access my ass is it's my dick. Please, Spirit, please. This thing has to be growing, dude. I can't be tripping. Alright, guys, I think this is it. You know what I want to do? I want to build on top of there and then burn it. Just be funny. This kind of sucks, bro. We need a better disc. Wonder. I'm gonna look it up. Where can you get disc? I'm looking it up. Skeleton kills a creeper? Whoa, we'll just make a skeleton kill a creeper then. It's kind of a random combination. Hey guys, why not? I want to like react. But the game doesn't like me pausing. Or I could put it as like a pop-up. I didn't finish.
No. On, and his opponent's microphone will be turned off. Should a candidate interrupt when his microphone is muted, he will be difficult to understand for viewers at home. At the end of the debate, each candidate will get 2 minutes for closing statements. There is no studio audience tonight. Pre-written notes, props, or contact with campaign staff are not permitted during the debate. By accepting our invitation to debate, both candidates and their campaigns agreed to accept these rules.
Now, please welcome the 46th President of the United States, Joe Biden.
Folks, how are you? Great to be here. Thank you.
And please welcome the 45th President. Gentlemen, thanks so much for being here. Let's begin the debate, and let's start with the issue that voters consistently say is their top concern, the economy. President Biden, inflation has slowed, but prices remain high. Since you took office, the price of essentials has increased. For example, a basket of groceries that cost $100 then now costs more than $120. And typical home prices have jumped more than 30%. What do you say to voters who feel they are worse off under your presidency than they were under President Trump?
We got to take a look at what I was left when I became president, what Mr. Trump left me. We had an economy that was in free fall. The pandemic was so badly handled. Many people were dying. All he said was, it's not that serious. Just inject a little bleach into your arm. You'll be all right. The economy collapsed. There were no jobs. Unemployment rate rose to 15%. It was terrible. And so what we had to do is try to put things back together again. And that's exactly what we began to do. We created 15,000 new jobs. We brought out the position where we have 800,000 new manufacturing jobs. But there's more to be done. There's more to be done. Working class people are still in trouble. I come from Scranton, Pennsylvania. I come of households where the kitchen table, if the things weren't able to be met during the month, it was a problem. Price of eggs, the price of gas, the price of housing, the price of a whole range of things. That's why I'm working so hard to make sure I deal with those problems. And we're going to make sure that we reduce the price of housing. We're going to make sure we build 2 million new units. We're going to make sure we cap rents so corporate greed can't take over. The combination, what I was left with in corporate greed, is the reason why we're in this problem right now. In addition to that, we're in a situation where if you take a look at all that was done in his administration, he didn't do much at all. By the time he left, things were in chaos, literally chaos. And so we put things back together. We created, I said, those jobs. We make sure we had a situation where we brought down the price of prescription drugs, which is a major issue for many people, to $15 for an insulin shot as opposed to $400. No senior has to pay more than $200 for any drug, all the drugs they can include beginning next year. In a situation and we're going to make that available to everybody, to all Americans. So we're working to bring down the price around the kitchen table, and that's what we're going to get done.
Thank you. President Trump?
We have the greatest economy in the history of our country. We have never done so well. Everybody was amazed by it. Other countries were copying us. We got hit with COVID, and when we did, we spent the money necessary so we wouldn't end up in a Great Depression, the likes of which we had in 1929. By the time we finished, so we did a great job. We got a lot of credit for the economy, a lot of credit for the military, and no wars, and so many other things. Everything was rocking good. But the thing we never got the credit for, and we should have, is getting us out of that COVID mess. He created mandates that was a disaster for our country. But other than that, we had given them back a country where the stock market actually was higher than pre-COVID, and nobody thought that was even possible. The only jobs he created are for illegal immigrants and bounce-back jobs, a bounce-back from the COVID. He has not done a good job. He's done a poor job, and inflation's killing our country. It is absolutely killing us.
Thank you. President Biden?
Well, look, the greatest economy in the world, he's the only one who thinks that, I think. I don't know anybody else who thinks he had the greatest economy in the world. And, you know, the fact of the matter is that we found ourselves in a situation where his economy, he rewarded the wealthy. He had the largest tax cut in American history, $2 trillion. He raised a deficit larger than any president has in any one term. He's the only president other than Herbert Hoover who's lost more jobs than he had when he began, since Herbert Hoover. The idea that he did something that was significant. And the military, you know, when he was president, they were still killing people in Afghanistan. He didn't do anything about that. When he was president, we were still found ourselves in a position where you had a notion that we were this safe country. The truth is, I'm the only president this century that doesn't have any, this decade, that doesn't have any troops dying anywhere in the world like he did.
That's
President Trump, I want to follow up if I can.
Am I allowed to respond to him?
Well, I'm going to ask you a follow-up. You can do whatever you want with the minute that we give you. I want to follow up. You want to impose a 10% tariff on all goods coming into the U.S. How will you ensure that that doesn't drive prices even higher?
It's not going to drive them higher. It's just going to cost countries that have been ripping us off for years, like China and many others, in all fairness to China. It's going to just force them to pay us a lot of money, reduce our deficit tremendously, and give us a lot of power for other things. But he made a statement. The only thing he was right about is I gave you the largest tax cut in history. I also gave you the largest regulation cut in history. That's why we had all the jobs. And the jobs went down, and then they bounced back, and he's taking credit for bounce-back jobs. You can't do that. He also said he inherited 9% inflation. No, he inherited almost no inflation, and it stayed that way for 14 months. And then it blew up under his leadership because they spent money like a bunch of people that didn't know what they were doing, and they don't know what they were doing. It was the worst, probably the worst administration in history. There's never been. And as far as Afghanistan is concerned, I was getting out of Afghanistan, but we were getting out with dignity, with strength, with power. He got out. It was the most embarrassing day in the history of our country's life.
President Trump, over the last 8 years, under both of your administrations, the national debt soared to record highs. And according to a new nonpartisan analysis,
I am finishing this on my own time, though. So, yeah. I'm just gonna